The Battle of Badr, a turning point in Islamic history. The Battle of Badr, fought on 17th Ramadan, March 13, 624 CE, was the first major military confrontation between the early Muslims of Medina led by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Quraysh of Mecca. This battle is regarded as a defining moment in Islamic history, shaping the course of the nascent Muslim community. Background. In the years following the Prophet's migration, Hijrah, from Mecca to Medina in 622 CE, tensions between the Muslims and the Quraysh continued to rise. The Quraysh, the dominant tribe in Mecca, had persecuted Muslims and seized their properties after their migration. The Muslims, having settled in Medina, sought to reclaim their rights and defend themselves against constant threats. The immediate cause of the battle was a trade caravan led by Abu Sufyan, one of the Quraysh leaders, returning from Syria to Mecca. The Muslims aimed to intercept this caravan as a strategic move to weaken the Quraysh's economic power and recover some of their confiscated wealth. Abu Sufyan, learning of the Muslim plan, called for reinforcements from Mecca, resulting in a well-armed Quraysh army marching towards Badr. The forces, Muslim army, about 313 soldiers with limited resources, only 2 horses and 70 camels, and minimal weaponry. Quraysh army, around 1,000 soldiers, equipped with ample horses, camels, and advanced weaponry. Key moments of the battle. Strategic positioning. The Muslims reached the wells of Badr first, cutting off the Quraysh's access to water. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, strategically arranged his troops and ensured discipline in the ranks. Dua, supplication. On the eve of battle, the Prophet spent the night in prayer, seeking Allah's help. Single combat. The battle began with 3 duels. The Muslim champions Ali ibn Abi Talib, Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, and Ubaidah ibn al-Harith confronted Quraysh warriors, winning 2 out of 3 duels. Divine intervention. The Quran mentions angelic support in Surah Al-Anfal 8:9, where Allah promised to send 1,000 angels to aid the believers. Victory. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslims' faith, discipline, and strategic advantage led them to victory. The Quraysh suffered heavy losses, with 70 men killed and 70 captured, while the Muslims lost 14 martyrs. Aftermath and significance. Moral and psychological boost. The victory strengthened the morale of the Muslims and established their presence in the region. Political impact. It marked the beginning of the political rise of the Muslim community. Lessons in leadership. Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, leadership emphasized consultation, shura, faith, and reliance on Allah, while applying sound military strategy. Islamic teachings. The treatment of prisoners of war reflected the Islamic principles of mercy and justice. Some prisoners were released in exchange for teaching Muslims to read and write. Spiritual lessons from the Battle of Badr. 1. Faith over numbers. The Muslims were vastly outnumbered, yet their unwavering faith led to victory. This teaches that trust in Allah can overcome even the most difficult odds. 2. Power of supplication, dua. Prophet Muhammad spent the night before the battle in prayer, showing the importance of seeking divine assistance during hardships. 3. Reliance on Allah, tawakkul. The Muslims took necessary precautions, but ultimately relied on Allah for success. This highlights the balance between effort and faith. 4. Unity and brotherhood. The Muslims stood united, regardless of their tribal affiliations. The victory showed that unity under faith brings strength. 5. Divine support. The Quran mentions the arrival of angels to aid the Muslims, reminding believers that divine help comes to those who remain steadfast. 6. Patience and perseverance. After years of persecution, the victory at Badr was a testament to the reward for patience and perseverance in the path of truth. 7. Gratitude in success. After the victory, the Muslims remained humble and grateful, recognizing that the triumph was from Allah alone. Conclusion. The Battle of Badr was not merely a military victory, but a spiritual and political turning point. It demonstrated the power of faith, unity, and reliance on divine support. For Muslims, it remains a profound reminder of perseverance, sacrifice, and the pursuit of justice.